Hello again, Internet friends. This is Officer Dan, fresh off of No Coast Drift Party 10, complete with hoarse voice, coming at you with another GKTECH how-to. This time our freshly redesigned Z33 350Z V35 and G35 steering angle kit, aka the V3. Let's get right to the box shimmying, shall we? And flipping said lid to transition combo, you'll see some stuff here, including these dust boots that smother and cover the PTFE line bearings if you should so choose to use them. You'll also get two different lengths of extenders so that you can choose the right length depending on the setup to get the max amount of thread engagement possible. Then you get the assembled bracket assembly. You get the rose jointing extender already put into the bracket for you. Easy. Now, if you're either new to this chassis or new to this kit, you would know that the OEM lock in these cars is borderline hot garbage. This here kit provides faster steering and can lend you up to 60 degrees of angle to get you out of trouble, and new to the V3 is the ability to change the Ackerman all without breaking the bank. Hot damn. Speaking of Ackerman, this is how you adjust this bad unit's special ability. First, remove the bolt from the bracket and you'll see a little black insert on either side. If the tie rod is closer to the outside of the car, you will have less Ackerman. If you want more Ackerman, take each one and flip it so the tie rod is closer to the inside of the car, giving you more lead wheel and less trailing. To install, start by tossing a wrench on the tie rod end and loosen up the lock nut. Grab that split pin by the short curlies and break that tie rod end nut loose, threading it to the top of the threads and giving it a wee little love tap to loosen things up. Now spin that old bendy boy off and hawk it on eBay for free $99. If you have a compression rod fitted, you'll need to remove the nut. If you're running the GKTECH Superlock setup, you will need to remove the nut and bolt that holds the cone in place. Pop the bracket on, install the OEM side bolts, then move on to the compression rod bolt through the nut and bracket, winding the nut onto the bottom. Then head over and torque the side bolts to the specs shown right here. Then over to the bottom side and throw a big Allen head on the top and tighten, then torque the nut to these specs shown on the screen. Move on to the hind bolt and tighten, then torque to these specs shown as well. Now, grab a hold of the GK extender and wind the inner in until the wheels are eyeballed straight. Once basically there, support the extender with a wrench in the middle, then tighten the lock nuts on either side, all whilst making sure the bearing is running centrally, not cocked to the left or right, but centered like my chi. Please make sure the locking nut is not making contact on full droop or whilst turning lock to lock, making sure the bearing has room to do its job and doesn't bind before heading out to get a real alignment so you can get jiggy with it, just like our boy here, Mr. Fink, being so backwards, his hood trying to exit the car. Wow. Speaking of backies, here's us not doing them at all, but begging for your attention nonetheless. Please don't make us start an OnlyFans page. Trust me, you don't want that. If you can't install these, have a pro do it and reach out with any questions. This has been Officer Dan, Johnny Caps, and Shimmy Shimmy Zach one more time with another GKTECH how-to. Peace.